Podcast. I am your host, Nizzy, and in this video, you guys are going to be giving you a little preview of the upcoming matchup tonight between the Raptors and the Chicago Bulls. Raptors are going to be in for a fucking tough game tonight, you guys. Got pretty much the entire team out in protocol right now. We'll go through some of the injury report, let you guys know all the players that are going to be sitting out in protocol tonight. There's quite a few players out for both teams. Obviously, we're missing a little more star power on the Toronto Raptors squad comparatively to the Chicago Bulls. They got most of their starters still able to play. Raptors are going to be scratching and clawing trying to find somebody to get minutes out on the floor tonight, you guys. It's going to be a tough battle out there. We'll see how the Raptors do. I'm just hoping they can keep it at least somewhat respectable in the scoring department here, keep it at least a close game. Going to be a good opportunity for some guys who, haven't had a good chance in the league for a while, or, we've had to sign a couple guys to some 10-day contracts. They're probably going to get some playing time out there. We'll just have to see who's going to step up tonight, you guys. Should be an interesting game, to say the least. Right, real quick, before we start breaking down the rest of this preview, if you can go ahead and like this video, if you like sporting content like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're looking for more sporting content like this in the near future. I've been getting a lot of support lately, you guys, and I greatly appreciate it. We're going to keep coming out with as much content as possible for you guys. Got a couple weeks off of work here for the Christmas break, so we're going to try and pump out a bunch of videos here since we got some extra spare time on our hands. But without further ado, you guys, let's go ahead and start breaking down this matchup coming up tonight. The Bulls are sitting at a 19-10 record on their season. Raptors are one game below 500 at 14-15 on their season. Obviously, probably going to be moving to 14-16 after tonight. I would be absolutely shocked out of my mind if the Raptors were able to hold on and win this game. I don't expect us to win whatsoever. We'll just go ahead and go through the injury report for you guys and kind of show you why I don't have a lot of faith in the Raptors squad winning tonight, which, I mean, it would, like I said, it would be absolutely shocking if they could somehow pull out the dub tonight. But anyways, we'll start off with the injury report, you guys. Obviously, Dragic is still out with that personal issue, so he's not around. I mean, damn, we could use him tonight for sure if he was available. Obviously, we have no point guards right now other than the guys that we might have picked up off the 10-day contracts or someone from the G League. All our point guards are out. So Dragic is the first one. He's out still with a personal issue. Khem Birch possibly can come back. He's a game-time decision with that knee injury. Really hoping we get him back for tonight's game. We could use him desperately, especially with no one really at that center position that's been dominating for us so far this season. Boucher's been a decent fill-in at that center slot, but it'd be great to have Khem Birch back, especially with all the other guys that I'm about to tell you that are going to be out for this game. You guys, will start off. Fred VanVleet's going to be out. He's in protocols. Pascal Siakam's also in protocols. He's out for this game. So there's two starters down. Why not add a third starter down? Gary Trent Jr. is also out in protocol. Your backup point guard, Malachi Flynn, is also out in protocol. Precious Achiuwa is going to be out. He's in protocol as well. Scotty Barnes is out in protocol as well. Delano Banton's also in protocol. Champagne's not in protocol, but he's out with an illness. And then David Johnson's out with a calf injury still. So that's, I believe, 10 or 11 guys that are going to be missing in tonight's game. Going to be a rough go all around. Hopefully the boys can just, keep it competitive, keep it somewhat close. I'll just be happy if the boys can go out there and play a decent game against the Chicago Bulls team that's much improved from last season. Obviously, the addition of DeMar DeRozan's been huge for them. He's going to be a go for this game tonight. We'll go through some of the Bulls injury report. They got quite a bit of guys out as well, but they're not missing as many big-time names. Ersan Ilyasova's out. He's in protocols. Looks like Alex Caruso is going to be missing this game with a foot injury, so that's a little bit of a blessing for the Toronto Raptors. He's obviously one of their better defenders. Big-time role player guy for them as well. Matt Thomas, ex-Raptors, a game-time decision. He's been in protocols. Same with Zach LaVine, their stud superstar alongside DeRozan there. He's also a game-time decision in protocol as well. So hopefully those two guys are out. Just to have a little more balance with the Toronto Raptors team here. Obviously, the only starter that we're going to have. Obviously, Boucher's been starting, but technically he's more of a bench guy. He's just been starting in place of Khem Birch recently. But the only actual bona fide starter that the Toronto Raptors are going to be able to put out on the floor is OG Anunoby. Hopefully he can give us a big-time game. Obviously, coming off of that hip-pointer injury, we'll have to see how his legs are doing. I think this is going to be his second game back now, so hopefully he can have a good one for us out there. You also got Stanley Johnson's going to be out for the Chicago Bulls. He's in protocol as well, another ex-Raptor there. Jones is out for them with a hamstring injury. Brown's got a game-time decision for protocols. Williams is out with a wrist. And then Dotson's also out in protocol as well. So they're missing quite a few players on the Bulls squad as well. Like I said, they just got more of their top-end guys available to play tonight. Like I said, DeMar DeRozan's going to be a go tonight. You're still going to have Lonzo Ball out there ready to rock. And Levine has the possibility of playing, as well as Matt Thomas. I'm really hoping those guys are sitting out just to, even the playing field a little bit, even though it's still not really an even playing field. There's no damn way the NBA is going to postpone this. I'd be very, very shocked if they decide to postpone. I'm sure all of you guys remember last year when Toronto had to go play down in Tampa. They had pretty much half their team out again last year in protocols. They didn't postpone one game for the Raptors. The Raptors just had to gut it out and figure it out, missing basically their entire starting lineup. And that happened last season, so there's no way they're going to give us a break this year. They already gave us a so-called break by giving us the Monday game off against the Orlando Magic there. The Bulls just missed a few games because they had a bunch of guys out with protocol, so there's no way they're going to postpone this game and have the Bulls miss another game and have the Raptors miss their second game in a row. You know how it goes with that. Even though we got most of our team out right now, there's no way they're going to give the benefit of the doubt to the Toronto Raptors here. It's just kind of the way it goes. We're used to getting the shit end of the stick here in Toronto. And up in Canada, we always get the shit end of the stick with the league. We get treated lesser than all the other teams because we are from Canada. So it just is what it is, you guys. We're going to grit it and grind it out here, try and do the best we can to come up with a victory here tonight against the Chicago Bulls. Thought it'd be fun, too, just to go through what I think maybe the starting lineup will be tonight. Should be an interesting one to figure out who we're going to have in there. There's not a lot of options, really. So I got two different starting lineups that I think are a possibility tonight, you guys. The first one's going to be if Khem Birch can play. Obviously, he's a game-time decision with that knee. Fingers frickin' crossed we can have this guy. We're going to need him desperately tonight. So if he can play, he'll obviously be our starting center. I'm assuming Boucher would probably be in that power forward slot. OG will probably start at the small forward. Svi Mikhailiuk will be at the shooting guard. And then I think they would put in Yuta Watanabe at the point guard slot. There's a possibility they take out Yuta and put in Stauskas there. I believe we signed him to a 10-day contract this week. Obviously, he's kind of a shooting guard / point guard style player. Usually he's in the shooting guard slot, but I mean, we have no point guards on our roster right now other than the guys we may have picked up from our G League team or from the 10-day contract. So there's a possibility he gets into that starting lineup, but I think if Birch is a go, I think they'll have Yuta in there. Just then we have 5 guys who've been with the team for the entirety of the season out on the court together. We'll just have a little bit more of that chemistry flowing. And then if Khem Birch is not a go, you guys, I could see Boucher moving to that center spot, Yuta going to the power forward slot, OG staying at the small forward, Svi staying at the shooting guard, and then, like I said, I think Stauskas would be in there at that point guard spot. Like I said, there's possibility Stauskas is in there at that point guard spot even if Birch does play, but I don't think so. I think they're going to want to keep all the guys together who've been with the team for the whole year so far. So that's kind of my guess on who's going to be starting. I mean, Isaac Bonga could be a guy that sneaks in there too if Khem Birch isn't a go. They might sneak Isaac Bonga in at the starting center slot so they don't have to move Stauskas to the starting point guard. Should be interesting to see how Nick Nurse handles these lineups, see who he gets out there. It's going to be a full team effort here tonight, you guys. Like I said, I don't expect the Raptors to win this game whatsoever. I'm just hoping we can keep it close and keep it a, formidable matchup, keep it an exciting game, give it our all and see what happens. You never know. Any given night, any team can win. We might get lucky. Maybe the Chicago Bulls don't show up because they know the Raptors are so short with players, so they might just, kind of lay an egg out there tonight. That's kind of the hope. But at the end of the day, anytime DeMar DeRozan usually plays his old team, he wants to whoop their ass. So I expect him to come out and probably have a good 30-point performance on us, especially not having all of our starters out there. Our defense is probably going to be lacking a little bit in this game. So I expect DeRozan to probably have a pretty big game on us. Like I said, hopefully Levine's out. He's a game-time decision at this point. But it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one for this Raptors team. Hopefully this is the only game we got all these guys out. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a few of the guys that are in protocol that are going to be missing some of the games coming up as well. But as long as we can get some of those guys back, I know Pascal went into protocol earlier in the week before Freddie and Malachi Flynn and all those guys. So hopefully maybe Pascal can come back for the next game. We'll just have to see what happens, you guys. It's kind of up in the air right now, the whole league. And not even just the NBA, but other leagues around the sports world right now are all dealing with this issue. We'll just have to grit it and grind through and see what happens and come out on the other side. Hopefully we can grind out a win or two over this little stretch here. We're going to be dealing with all these guys out, but we'll have to see what happens. That pretty much wraps it up for this video, you guys. We'll have to see what happens in tonight's game. Would love to get your guys' opinion in the comment section down below. How do you think the Raptors are going to be able to fare tonight? Obviously being undermanned, missing pretty much our entire team right now. Going to have pretty much a G League squad rocking out there tonight, minus OG Anunoby and a couple other guys. But yeah, I would love your guys' opinion in the comment section down below if you think the Raptors are going to have a good chance tonight against the Bulls. And I'd also love your guys' opinion on how you think the NBA is handling this outbreak situation. You think the Raptors are kind of getting lowballed again, similar to last year. Would love your guys' opinion in the comment section on that as well. That pretty well wraps her up, you guys. Thanks again for watching this video. Please go ahead and like this video if you like sporting content like this. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're looking for more sporting content like this in the near future. Thank you guys for watching, man. And this is Sports.